live? Are we live? Are we live? I think we're live. Okay. Oh, it's been a while, boys and girls, hasn't it? It's been a while. I can see you lot already. Okay. Boom. All right. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Cole Palmer is the Chelsea captain, boys and girls. What is going on? How are we? How are we? How are we? Are we live? Are we live? Did I move out the studio? Guys, there's a lot to catch up on, isn't there? I've just realized how long it's been since we've done a live stream. It's been weeks. I didn't even watch the last Chelsea game. Let's just deep that for a second. Camera is crisp. The camera's always crisp. Even if we're in a makeshift setup, it's always going to be good. Oh, man. There's the Chelsea lineup on the screen for you lot now. We'll go through it in a second. I'll just let a few more people come in. But yep, there is one man on the screen. Tosin the Great is back in the starting 11 for Chelsea Football Club. I never thought I'd see the day again. But here we are. We've seen the day again. I wonder, how is this going to go? Let me just open up the stream in here as well. The front four looks good. I'll be honest, the front four I'm happy with. Esteval back in the team is a big one. But yeah. I mean, I think if you made Tosin captain, I think it would just be yet another thing piled on top of the problems that we have with Liam Rosenior. Thank you, David, for the first super chat of the stream. Hope you are safe and well. I'm actually very safe and very well right now. I've decided to stay in Thailand, which is where I've been. I was in Thailand, then I went to Hong Kong for a wedding. Now I'm back in Thailand. And because everything in Dubai is still a little bit hectic and chaotic, I just thought, you know what? I haven't worked hard for the last 15 years on YouTube to be stuck in one place. So I've decided with Georgie to stay in Thailand for another month. So we've got a makeshift studio. I've got my camera that I usually use. We've got the usual microphone. And we're doing it properly still, ladies and gentlemen. So welcome to the stream. Chelsea versus Port Vale in the FA Cup quarter-final. Port Vale are, let me check. Last time I thought they were in the relegation zone. Have they managed to actually just use this FA Cup form to save their season, or are they still useless in the league? Okay, SofaScore doesn't like Thailand, so we'll not use that. Cole Palmer, Chelsea captain. We'll talk about all of this stuff in a minute. We'll also talk about Man City. We'll talk about Enzo Fernandez, and I'll answer any questions you guys have got, because it's been a while since we've actually had a live stream. 3 weeks plus since we were beaten by PSG. And I tell you what, that was a horrifying evening, wasn't it? To be quite honest with you. I did not enjoy a single part of it. We got battered. And we also got battered last time out as well. And I didn't even watch the game. So it's like a weird level of feeling right now, isn't it? About this game, for example. Like, there's no way on planet Earth Chelsea don't beat Port Vale at Stamford Bridge in an FA Cup quarter-final. Surely. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just a mental thought, really, isn't it? Tosin and Fofana. Mate, Josh Achampong is gone, boys. I'm telling you. He's gone. I don't know what he has to do to get a start either. I don't get it. I don't get it. So let's go through the Chelsea team then, because we haven't gone through it from the top. Rob Sanchez in goal. Malo Gusto right back. Tosin Fofana the centre backs. Hato at left back. Lavia Santos in the midfield. Esteval probably on the right. Neto on the left. Palmer as the captain with João Pedro up front. And then the bench, we've got Teddy Sharman-Lowe, Josh Achampong, Sarr, Cucurella, Esugo, Caicedo, Garnacho, Ryan Kavuma-McQueen, and Liam Delap. I swear, we better not go to extra time. Now I'm in Thailand. The kickoff time is horrifying. The kickoff time is 11:15, which isn't actually that bad. If it was a late kickoff, it would be horrible again. I forgot what it was like to have games kick off at that time. But guys, if you're new to the stream, new to the channel, make sure you are subscribed to GBFC if you haven't already done so. And if you could, please do hit the like button on the stream. It helps get the stream out there to more people, and it helps to grow the channel, which at the moment is pretty difficult because nobody cares about Chelsea right now. And at least, well, that's probably not the right way of wording it. People care about Chelsea, but do Chelsea even care about Chelsea? Do you know what I mean? No way. Oscar is retiring from football. No way. Oscar, the former Chelsea midfielder who played for Shanghai Port from 2017 to 2024, retired from professional football following a health scare where his heart stopped for 2 to 2.5 minutes during pre-season exams, causing him to faint. He leaves behind a career with 556 games, 339 goals and assists, and 16 trophies. That's crazy. George, you twat, show the game. What are you on about, you melt? The game ain't even started. George is anti-Neto. What are you on about? I think the world that we live in right now, especially the Chelsea space, people love to just make up a story, don't they? I don't hate Neto. I think Neto has been pretty awful for about 3 months. And if you think Neto's been great, then bloody hell, mate. Have a day off, please. Do you know what I mean? Neto's not been very good, and it's perfectly fine to say that without hating the player. Why are we all so, I can't deal, man. I can't deal with it. The world is just becoming more stupid by the day, and I will happily call that out, to be quite honest with you, because I see it on a daily basis. What's the go-to snus? I mean, I don't really snus. If I have a mate who is snussing and I'm out having a few beers, I might nick one. But I don't know. So Man City beat Liverpool today 4-0 as well, which was an absolute battering with Erling Haaland scoring a hat-trick. Liverpool are in the mud. It's difficult to say Man City are back. Man City are going to do anything useful because, I mean, they lost out in the Champions League. Then they beat Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final. They're very good in that game. I watched that match. That was the last football match I watched before this one. I didn't see any of the England games. So Man City beating Liverpool 4-0 is a massive result for Man City. But I think it's even more damning for Liverpool because Liverpool have got PSG now in the Champions League in the next couple of weeks. They've got no Alisson until the end of the season. That's a big loss for them, particularly in that. I think PSG are going to batter Liverpool, to be honest. And their only chance of silverware in my opinion, this season was the FA Cup. Same as Chelsea. But yeah. What is my prediction? What is my prediction? Genuinely, what is my prediction? I think we're going to win 2-0. Like it's. I don't think it's going to be. I mean, who knows? Maybe we do get an absolute worldie of a performance today. But I think 2-0, maybe 3-0 if we're lucky, to be honest with you. Hat-trick of penalties for Palmer. I mean, I wouldn't mind that at all. He needs some goals, man. Cole Palmer needs to score today. 4-2. 5-0. 10-2. 4-0, says T Squeezo. I mean, look, I said it in the preview that I uploaded this morning. This is the best game we could have had. Like, you don't want to be facing Man City, clearly, after the way that they played today. You don't want to be playing Liverpool. You don't want to be playing Arsenal at this stage of the competition. And if we win this, we go to Wembley. But ironically, we are losing. George, no sentiment. Chelsea is trash under Bluco. See, this is where I think, when we talk about stupidity, right? Because Chelsea under Bluco, we don't like what we've become. You can never actually say it's sentiment saying that Chelsea will beat Port Vale. There is not a single ounce of realistic debate that I can engage in which suggests a world that Chelsea don't win this game. No matter how bad we've been playing, no matter how bad our form is, no matter how much we dislike Clear Lake Capital, there's no way I can sit here and say I think we're going to lose. I don't think we're going to lose. If we were playing any other team that's left in the FA Cup, I wouldn't be too surprised if we lost. But, you know, it is what it is. My thoughts on Palmer as captain. I actually think this is a really smart move, to be honest, because when we're looking at the senior players at the club, I don't think there's any doubt Caicedo will stay. Enzo Fernandez, in my opinion, is gone. Cucurella, I think he'll probably stay. If we lose Enzo Fernandez and somehow we almost lose, or it looks like Cole Palmer wants to push for a move or whatever, if that is a scenario that we're actually dealing with this summer, I think we've got a big problem. I think if you empower Cole Palmer to be like, look, we know what you've done for this football club. We know what you can do for this team. There's the armband. Go and do something with it. I think this could actually really benefit him and Chelsea. I think this actually could be a genius move, to be honest. And I think it's also for him about maturity as well. I think Cole isn't quiet on the pitch. But I also think he has to learn how to channel his energy. So I actually think this is a really good decision. Whose decision it was, we don't know. Relegation battle next season. No, I don't think Chelsea will be in a relegation battle. Perfect game for Sharman Lowe. Mate, this is an FA Cup quarter-final. You don't... I think we should have gone for the full-strength team, to be honest with you. I picked... Who did I even pick in my preview? I actually genuinely can't remember who I chose now. Did I go with Fofana and Sarr? I know I definitely picked Sarr. But I can't remember who it was now. I picked Garnacho instead of Neto. Yes, I did. Strasbourg are 3-0 up. Well, there you go. Gary O'Neill's CV is getting better by the day, boys. What are my thoughts on Barco? I know that this isn't going to be a popular opinion, but I actually really like him as a player. And I think, again, what you'll see from me on this channel isn't just going to be constant, the same phrases over and over again. Like, I'll say every flipping video, I want Bluecoat out of this football club. We should be trying to get rid of this ownership at any possible opportunity that we have. But I will look at this transfer and speak about it regardless of what I think about the owners, regardless of what we think about the Strasbourg relationship and whatever, right? Barco is a really good footballer. He isn't a replacement for Enzo Fernandez. That is a totally different conversation. But he is a very good player. So as much as we might despise everything about Blueco and whatever, it's a good, smart signing, in my opinion. How much do I reckon he's going to cost? I don't want to know that much. I don't want to know. But probably 30 mil, 35 mil. Which is quite a lot of money. But I've got a little feeling this summer we lose Enzo Fernandez and maybe Santos as well. I don't want to lose Andre Santos. I just do think he'll go. What is my prediction for this match today? I do think we'll win. 2-0 or 3-0. What is your ideal summer, assuming we make Europa? Mate, we've got to get Champions League. We have to get Champions League football. I'm sorry. And I know at this point it looks relatively unlikely. But we gotta hope and think that we can, and we will. But let's see. Do I reckon Palmer and Cucurella stay? Champions League football is the key here. If Chelsea can get back in the Champions League, then I think that they can stay. If we don't get Champions League football, I think we might see a few surprises this summer. I can move this mic around, or I can leave it like this. But I have to, my shoulder's kind of, I need to lower this chair maybe. Hang on. There we go. Why do I hold the mic? I just always just want to be moving. And I don't have my usual setup, so I don't have the microphone arm the way that I normally do. Would I rather be in the Europa or the Conference League? Guys, honestly, the answer to that question can only ever be the Europa League. If you really want me to answer that. Like, because at least then if you win the Europa League, you get back into the Champions League. If you win the Conference League, I can't watch Conference League football ever again. I'm sorry. I just can't. Like, we've been in it. We won it. The final against Real Betis was great. We did a massive live stream on GBFC. Everyone's a winner. But I never want to be in that competition ever again. Will Rosenior leave at the end of the season? Liam Rosenior should leave at the end of the season if Chelsea don't get Champions League football. And I think as much as we're seeing a lot of PR right now, a lot of briefings about, oh yeah, this summer we're gonna sign more experienced players, we're learning and all of this stuff, like, of course that's what we're gonna hear right now. The support levels for Blueco, for Chelsea, for this ownership have never ever been this low. They are unprecedented levels of low right now. So, of course, we're hearing all of these briefs. We're hearing all of this. Yeah, we're going to sign this. We're going to do that. We're not going to do this anymore. We're going to do that instead. Reality could well be very, very different. And I wouldn't be surprised if we hear a load of it and then come the summer, we start getting the early signs of opportunity and no opportunity and all of this stuff. I think regardless, Liam Rosenior, I'm not sold on Liam Rosenior whatsoever. I'm tired of saying, give him a full season, give him a full season. We gave Enzo Maresca a full season, and the moment Enzo Maresca did anything of note, anything worthy, anything that actually gave us the hope, the belief, maybe it might have, changed a few people's opinions and minds about, is Maresca a good manager? By the end of Maresca's first season, I was like, all right, I think he's all right. I think he's a good gaffer. Quite liked him. Really liked him, actually. And then he walks out the door. So what's the point in being attached to a manager at Chelsea? There's no point. And to be attached to Liam Rosenior is also pointless. When he first came in, I kind of liked him. I was like, he says the right things, and it does seem a bit performative. But then as soon as results go the wrong way, then that is performative. Do you know what I mean? By definition, you can't come in and just talk the talk if you're not going to walk the walk. And that's what we've seen so far with Rosenior. Chelsea aren't moving in a massively positive direction as a result of having Liam Rosenior as the manager. So we've regressed. We're not a better side because Rosenior's come in. We've not evolved or developed tactically. What options do we have if we sack Rosenior? I mean, I think you've got to hope that Cesc Fabregas would be an option. You've got to hope that Fabregas would even consider coming. I mean, as far as I'm aware, he can still get Champions League football with Como, am I right? Did we give Rosenior a 5-year contract? Is that true? Surely we didn't give him a 5-year deal. We did. Oh my God. 6-year contract. You're kidding. How has this information gone over my head? Oh my God. Honestly, we are a delusional football club. We actually are delusional. 6 years, mate. I'll tell you what. There is more chance that I get a sex change than Liam Rosenior staying at Chelsea for 6 years. It's impossible. There's no way Liam Rosenior lasts 6 years at this football club. And by the way, not even a single part of me would ever consider becoming a woman. Nothing against women, but I'm not in that market. I'm not in that market, all right? So just to prove my point. How do I'm cold in here. You're going to do a video talking about Satpayev or Evangelista coming next summer. I mean, if you've been subscribed to this channel for a while, you'll know that we've talked about specifically Dastan Satpayev for quite some time. GBFC is back. No light. What do you mean, no light? I've got this light panel above me. I've literally only been in this house for 24 hours, to be fair. And I got everything that is in front of me I've bought since I've been here, apart from the camera. So it's been a bit makeshift. I've got a load of my stuff still in Dubai that I didn't bring with me because I thought I was just going to be going on a holiday. But because of the situation in the Middle East isn't really improving, Georgie and I have decided that we didn't want to fly back to a place where you're constantly dealing with sirens on the phone, when I just simply don't have to go back. I can easily work from anywhere in the world. So I'm pretty good at making split-second life decisions, even if they're temporary, and I'm pretty flipping good at it. So here we are. Eunice is still there, yes. Got to find a Chelsea flag in Thailand for the background. Somebody, let me show you what someone sent me earlier today. This is actually really quite funny. Wait. I got sent this earlier today. Hang on. What is that, man? This is on sale in Thailand. And I got sent this, like, who in their right mind is designing this football, putting a load of blue on it, putting a load of Chelsea on it, and then flipping right in Liverpool over the crease of two parts of the football? Like, that, it's just classic, isn't it, really? So, yeah, maybe we'll go out and buy that one. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Respect the hustle. Mate, Thailand, to be fair, Thailand, they had when I was living here last year, I was living in Bangkok this time last year, and when Liverpool won the Premier League, they had a trophy parade in Bangkok, and the city was on lockdown. Like, there was thousands of people in the city, and instead of obviously sending like Mo Salah, they sent John Arisa in 2025. Like, they're obsessed with Liverpool here. Missing the Estival flag. Yeah, I'm missing the flags. We're missing the scarves, but, you know, it could be worse. Have I ever been to Vietnam? Yes, and I really, really like Vietnam. John Arisa is class. Yeah, scoring own goals for Chelsea Football Club, mate. Who steps into the vice-captaincy role if Enzo leaves? Naturally, I think in terms of the players that will play more often, it will be Caicedo. Apparently Cole Palmer too. Am I currently in Dubai? No, I am currently in Thailand. Have I been to District 8 Bar? I haven't, but I've heard good things. It's quite new, isn't it? Like, I think District 8 was opening when I arrived last year. You want to take the same Batman tattoo as me? Mate, honestly, go. Be my guest. And this isn't a Batman tattoo underneath my whoop strap. This is, I mean, you can look at my incredibly ridiculous tan line that I've got here. But that is a Mishi Batshuayi tattoo, all right? Because contrary to popular belief, Benson used to be home and away and Europe. And Mishi Batshuayi scored a quite remarkable goal in Madrid. So we got a tattoo at the weekend before, I think it was a loss to Man City. When we were actually good, mate. Those were the days. Those were the days. Levi Colwell apparently might play for the under-21s next week, which would be good stuff because it means he should get back on the pitch before the end of the season. Should. Bring Noni Madueke back, mate. Don't. Do I think Quenda would be loaned out to Strasbourg? No. No, I think Quenda comes and plays for us next season. I don't see him being loaned out, to be honest. I don't think that's going to happen. Guys, if you're in the stream, make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already done so that we don't miss anything. Make sure you subscribe to GBFC, 6 Things We Learned. First one in 3 weeks or 2 weeks. It feels longer. I feel like this international break was just bloody long, but it was so necessary. I've never enjoyed an international break as much as I enjoyed this one, I won't lie. Where's the 10% off on the Megastore, mate? I can't promote the Megastore right now. I don't want to promote the Megastore right now because I don't want to give these guys money at Chelsea. They don't deserve it. So I'm not promoting my Megastore discount these days. Convert Delap to centre back. I mean, look, I can't physically come on here in every video and say I want Blueco out of Chelsea and be promoting the Megastore right now. Not to say that I won't ever promote it again in the future. But right now, it just seems incredibly disingenuous when my goal is to try and help these guys that are running this football club understand that they've ran it into the ground. And I want them to leave because I don't believe they have what it takes to run Chelsea as a successful football club. I don't believe in their methods. I've seen countless moments where we could have made adaptations, we could have made changes, we didn't do the right things. So how can I still support that? How? Apparently a lot of tickets haven't been sold. Well, I wouldn't be surprised, mate, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised. Thoughts on promoting Tosin to captain would be the worst idea I've ever seen from Chelsea Football Club, to be honest with you. The worst idea I've ever seen, if that actually were to happen. Cannot. Am I going to the World Cup? Supposedly. I'm supposed to be going to the World Cup. Who knows right now with the way that the world is? The world is an effed up place, to say the least. So Port Vale are bottom of League One. They are relegated, in fact, nearly. They're not actually relegated, but they are basically relegated. They're 15 points away from Wigan, who are 20th. So this is the worst team in the third tier of English football. Wow. And we've beaten the team that are top of that league. Have we beaten Cardiff this season? I feel like we've beaten Cardiff. Or maybe I'm making that up. We've beaten Hull City. We've beaten Charlton. I don't think we've beaten Cardiff. We've had a very easy run, at least until this point of the competition. Palmer was the reason Japan scored. I'll make this little prediction for you lot on here now. I think Japan are a team to watch in the World Cup. As in, they could go very far and be a very big team in the World Cup this year. I think Japan are a dark horses. As an American, don't come to any games in the US, George, especially you coming from the UAE. I mean, look, I don't think anywhere is good in the world right now. And in fact, I lie. Thailand is absolutely bloody unreal, mate. Thailand is unbelievable. That's why I'm there. I only make good decisions. England won't get out the group stage, mate. That's just nonsense. England will get out the group stage. We're going to win every group game, and then it will get difficult. What do you guys think of the lemon tree that we have got chilling out behind me? It's not actually real. Obviously, it's inside. Oh, it's got some lights on it as well. Let me see if I can turn the lights on. Hey. Well, that is bloody useless. The lights don't work. All right, we're 13 minutes away from kickoff. Life gave Benson lemons, mate. We need to make some lemonade somewhere right now, don't we? Like, yeah, we are seriously struggling. We need a win. We haven't won. We've lost our last 4. We've had 2 3-0s in there. We've had a 5-2. Like, we're rubbish, all right? We are rubbish. But let's hope today we can get a flipping win and make it to the semi-finals of the FA Cup, because then it's a trip to Wembley for the Chelsea fans, and I think we deserve that at this point. And hopefully, then maybe a trip to the final. Japan to the finals. Mate, they actually might go far, you know. I'm serious. Let me just get some socks. My feet are freezing. I'll be right back. Oh, he got me socks. How do we deserve anything? Mate. Oh, Chelsea fans deserve something, because our football club has been ran like trash. And our football club used to be ran well, and we used to be successful. Okay? That's why we deserve things. I'm watching the game on my phone so I can watch it on the BBC. I want an English commentary today. Danny Murphy and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank on the sidelines. It looks very windy at Stamford Bridge today. Ben Waine, 8 goals in 29 matches. They're talking about him as if he's about to flip and get a call up for England, mate. Like, yeah, I'm not sure about that. Storm Dave. Is that actually a thing? Storm Dave. For real. There's always something going on in England, isn't there? Storm Dave. Hang about. No. This is so dumb. Hang on. Why is that not working? Connected. So why is it not playing? Come on. For goodness sake, man. It's because they're connected on here. Stop going on. Oh, man. This is ridiculous. Whatever. I guess we're not listening to the commentary very loud. Try not throw your phone if we lose today. Mate, honestly, I've got no more anger and frustration left in me. No more. Like, I've just had enough, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want the season to be over. It's a formality that we've got to watch however many more matches that we've got to watch, to be fair. And yeah, like it's difficult. It's very difficult at the minute to see where anything positive is going to come from. Like, we should win this game today, let's be real. But yeah, we'll see. I can watch BBC iPlayer with a VPN, mate. Man City look good today. Yeah, this is not the time to play Man City. Man City right now are on a mission. They were beaten by Real Madrid, and they want to do everything they possibly can to figure out how to save their season. They've won the Carabao Cup, which was fantastic, beating Arsenal. One more trophy that Arsenal can't win this season. Good. And they're going to try and give it everything to chase Arsenal down, which they won't catch Arsenal. I know people don't want to admit and hear that, but it's true. They're not going to catch Arsenal. What a day for Port Vale fans, though, to be fair, considering they've absolutely stunk the gaff up all season. Was I celebrating when Arsenal lost? I was very happy when Arsenal lost, to be fair. Like, I don't like Man City either, but I just don't care about them. Do you know what I mean? Like, no matter how many trophies Man City win, I still will never see them as a big, big club. Like, their away fans are very good, don't get me wrong. But, like, I don't know. I look at Man City, especially at home, I find it embarrassing, man. And that's coming from a Chelsea fan who's more than happy to admit that our atmosphere at our stadium sucks as well. But at least we flip and sell the seats out. Most of the time. Not now. That's how much we're in the flipping mud. Mallorca score. They're beating Real Madrid 2-1. Wow. Seven minutes to go till kickoff. Tosin hat-trick I'm seeing in the chat. Guys, give me score predictions. What we saying is going to happen. Are we going to get the win? We got to get the win, surely. Give me score predictions. Madrid just scored a screamer. Real Madrid 1-1. Okay, 3-1, 4-1, 4-1, 3-1, 3-2, 3-0. 3-0 Chelsea. 2-1, 4-1, 3-1, 5-1, 3-0. Okay. We got a lot of people saying we're going to win this game. Everybody's saying we're going to win this game. I've not even done a poll because I didn't see the point today. I didn't see the point. Esteval 2 goals, Palmer 2 goals, 3-0, 4-1, 5-0. Mate, I'd love an absolute hammering. Like, I want to see this team go out there. I don't want to see any of this, like, oh, respect the opposition. It's the FA Cup quarter final. Nah, give me a 15-0, mate. Do you know what I mean? Give me a 17-0. No, we won't score double figures. Impossible. But 3-0, 2-0, that's what I'm looking at. Heart says 5-0, Head says 2-1. I feel like that's actually quite a smart, sensible thing to say right now, to be honest with you. It's actually very difficult listening to anybody talk about Chelsea because they talk about it as if it's Rossini making decisions when it's just not. So Danny Murphy is effectively just talking pure waffle at this point. 1-0 Chelsea, says David. They'll score first, mate, honestly. If we go 1-0 down to Port Vale, my goodness. Surely we can't. It can't happen. Like, Port Vale isn't even a real place. Port Vale Football Club is located in Burslem, one of the 6 towns that make up the city of Stoke-on-Trent in Staffordshire. They're named after a local area rather than a specific town. Mate. I'm turning off this aircon. It's bloody freezing in here. You remember Scunthorpe going 1-0 up in the FA Cup? Mate, I remember losing at home to Bradford. Wait, has he got a Port Vale shirt on and he's shouting Chelsea? I feel like there's a couple of people that are actually fans of both teams in the Port Vale end, which is ever so slightly odd. Anyway, 3 minutes to go till kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you're subscribed to GBFC if you haven't already done so, and also hit the like button on the stream if you haven't already done so as well. I'm seeing people go and comment on the preview now. My lord, Tosin is starting. Oh, dear. Okay, the timer is working. Come on. We've got to flip and win this. We've got to win this game. Enzo Fernandez is on the bench behind Marc Cucurella, although he's not actually on the bench because he's been suspended for this game. Players are coming out the tunnel now. 2 minutes to go till kickoff. Come on, Chelsea, win and entertain us, says Bob. Yeah, entertainment also is quite important here for me because at this point in time, like, it's been a very long time since I've actually watched a good Chelsea performance, to be fair. A very, very long time. Cole Palmer leading the Chelsea players down the line, shaking hands. Liam Rossini's 20th match as Chelsea manager. He's got a 52% win record. Madrid lost. Hold that, Enzo, mate. It's difficult with Enzo Fernandez, you know, because I'm not that attached to him. I like him. I don't want Chelsea to sell him. I don't want him to go. But now I don't really care if he does because I think his head's already gone. And as soon as a player's head's already gone, it's like, mate, you probably do deserve more money than you're on. But how can you the club that you're at be in the gutter and then you're coming out flexing for Real Madrid? Like, bruv, come on. Santos and Lavia partnership today will be interesting to see as well. How about Cucurella? Everything Cucurella said is true. The whole Barcelona thing, yeah, it's a little bit frustrating. But Enzo Fernandez, it's more like the fact he did this at Benfica. You can see when Enzo Fernandez sees something bigger than what he has, the first thing he does is just go all out on a limb and try and push for it. Marc Cucurella, I don't necessarily think the Barcelona thing was about necessarily. Everything he said about the football club was true. It was very constructive, correct. I've just seen that word in the chat as I was looking for the correct words. So thank you, Harrison James, for that one. It's a 5-4-1 for Port Vale. They are going to just try and keep it 0-0 and frustrate Chelsea. All the pressure is on Chelsea, yeah, as it always is, boys. To be fair, the Port Vale fans have filled out that away end. Good to see you again, Mark. Hope you're doing well, mate. We are very, very close to kickoff right now. Game on. Up the Chelsea. Make sure you're in the stream. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Chelsea, Port Vale in the Champions League. Why have I said that? In the FA Cup. 6,000 away fans for Port Vale. That's mega. That is mega. They got big Ben Waine up front. And we're off. Come on in, Chelsea. Let's see it. Let's see it. Port Vale up on the attack early doors. They sound louder than we do, mate. That's not a surprise, is it? Like, pretty much every team that comes to Stamford Bridge sound louder than we do. We are in here. Neto. Esteval's coming into the box. Gives it to Palmer on the edge. Come on, Chelsea. A goal in the first minute would be absolutely fantastic. Corner. Come on, Chelsea. Nice early goal, please. Go on. Get on the end of it. Hatto! 1-0! There we go! There we go. That is a nice little start for Chelsea. Finally, we have got something to shout about. When was the last time we scored a flipping goal? When was the last time we scored a goal and we've got one in the first minute of a game? 1-0 and it's Yoral Hatto. Finally. Finally, finally, finally. Stamford Bridge is celebrating a goal again. 1 minute into the game. And the corner's played in from Neto and it's right on the goalkeeper. They're trying to just head it away. Bless them is what I'm going to say. And it's fallen to Hatto. And, well, I mean, he couldn't really miss. He's hit it low and hard. Good goal. Big goal. And I think that's also kind of very fitting, really, after Mark Cucurella has not been, you know, I mean, I think it was very constructive what he said, but still, mentioning Barcelona wasn't nice. And for Hatto to score, decent. Took us 1 minute to break a 3-game streak. Well, at least we can get that out of the way now. The longer this game would have finished 0-0, the harder it would have got. Why is the goals? Why is that not? Hang on. It's because I locked it. That's why. What? Why is this being a dick? I'm sorry. Hang on. Oh, for goodness sake, man. I don't know what's going on here. Go on, Cole. He does look up for this, to be fair. Go on. Neto. Gusto. Palmer. Oh, blocked. I don't know what's going on with the score here, to be honest. I'm just going to delete it. I'm going to add it again. No idea why all of this nonsense always happens, but we move. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on here with the score, but let me try and change that. Why is this? This is ridiculous. Okay, it says 1-0. It looks a bit tacky. I'm sorry, all right? But it is what it is. Up the Chelsea. Let's go for a second goal, please. Cole Palmer's actually playing really well. He's balling out there right now. Gives it to Esteval, another player that we are very excited to see back out there on the pitch for Chelsea today. Santos into Palmer. Pedro. I want to see goals today for Chelsea. I want to see goals. Neto crosses away. Chelsea are pinning Port Vale right in here. Port Vale just trying to get some kind of foothold in this match. Hatto's playing good. Yep, Hatto, good start. Nice goal. The beauty of the FA Cup, mate. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. I think Joe Cole's comments about the FA Cup were good, to be fair. Reminding everybody that it is an important competition, regardless of what people might say, because you don't win loads of money. That's good from Pedro. He's brought down. He gets back up. Lads do look focused. Yeah. No, and I said this in the preview earlier today. This is the match where you can separate Chelsea and CFC LDN. So all of the matches that we play now, you're not going to hear me saying, "Oh, I want to lose this one because it makes it a little bit louder." Blah 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 against the ownership. No, I don't see people changing their minds now. I think people have just had enough of what these guys are doing and the way that they're operating at this football club. But yeah, I want to see flipping Chelsea go and win the FA Cup. Absolutely, of course I do. Oh, what's going on there? Nah, that ain't cutting it, is it? Where's the flipping game gone? My game's crashed. Hang on. We're back. A real football fan would never wish his club to lose. Now, of course. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nah, I need it back there. We will go and win it, says Enric. Flipping hope so, mate. Bloody hope so. Win, lose, draw, Blueco out. Absolutely, Falco. Absolutely. BBC One, the football is on. Yeah, mate, I'm watching it on BBC One. On my phone, though, unfortunately, because it's the only thing I can use a VPN on, otherwise it will cut the stream off. Chelsea West Ham final is your prediction. That would be an unbelievable final. I wouldn't be confident right now, but I'd love that as a final. If we win the FA Cup, we could still get Champions League in 6th place. I don't know if that's how it works, is it? Goofy, thank you very much for the super chat, my friend. My problem is I don't recognize this club as mine. I don't recognize the way that we operate as my football club. I agree with that to an extent, but Chelsea is ours. Chelsea Football Club is our club. Come on. Have I ever been to Jamaica? Yes, I have. Lovely place. Wonderful place. I actually went to Usain Bolt's restaurant and he left 5 minutes before I arrived, which was kind of annoying. And I was there with Ruud van Nistelrooy, of all people, which some of you that have been watching me for many years might remember that. But that's a bit of a weird flex, really. Have you been to Jamaica? Yeah, in fact, I actually was there with Ruud van Nistelrooy. Like, of all things. Southampton are knocking them out later. Is Southampton versus West Ham today, or is that tomorrow? My thoughts on Esteval and Palmer on the pitch. We need to see more of it. We need to see it every game between now and the end of the season. Does my YouTube engagement go up or down when the Chelsea sentiment is like this? Down. Always. My channel always does better when Chelsea are winning. It's always been like that. There's some very weird people here on the internet who think, oh, yeah, you must be lapping this up because you get more views when Chelsea are losing. No, like, educate yourselves. Your Nan's worst nightmare. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. You've probably been asked this a few times now, but do you think there's a world where Roman gets the club back if he beats this fraudulent government? Based on the way that the world works, right, it would be impossible for Roman Abramovich to get Chelsea back. Not to say that the UK government were ever correct in the first place, because I don't believe that they were. I don't think Roman Abramovich should ever have had Chelsea taken away from him, particularly when you look at the good things that Roman Abramovich did for our country, England, the United Kingdom. Roman Abramovich has done way more good things for our country than the current government have. So, you know, make of that whatever you will, but that's my humble opinion, and it probably won't change. But there's no way that Roman Abramovich could get Chelsea back. I wish that he could, but I'm not going to live in a stupid world. But that's just the reality of it, in my opinion. Thank you, Stefan, for the super chat. Port Vale tracksuit looked like they came from JD Sport, and I thought I saw their manager mouth the words "Hello, Mum" for the camera. The romance of the cup, up the Blues. I missed that, but I wouldn't be surprised, to be fair. And fair play. You know, this is probably... I don't know who the Port Vale gaffer is, to be honest. I've not been all that excited for this game, so I've not done too much background checking on Chelsea's opponents today. Make of that what you will as well. But, yeah. I'm not that fussed, mate. But he's having a big day out there. He's probably more qualified than our gaffer anyway. But anyway, Chelsea keeping possession 81% in the first 12 minutes, which is pretty mental. I appreciate those super chats coming in, boys. Tosin putting it forward quickly. Keeper comes for it, does well. Trent Hood, thank you for the super chat. Thoughts on if Cole Palmer can actually be the possible vice captain past just this game? I think it would be a very smart thing to do to empower him. I said this at the beginning of the stream. I think it would actually be very good for Cole Palmer to be the Chelsea captain or the vice captain, because Reece is going to be out probably for the rest of the season. So he'd actually be the captain now. I think it'd be great for him between now and the end of the season. Port Vale are pressing Tosin, they know. Mate, of course. He's just not a very good footballer, is he? Hato getting forward quickly. Esteval. Port Vale have currently only completed 13 passes in 14 and a half minutes. That number's just gone up by 2 after I said that. But that is a mental statistic. Not even 1 pass per minute. Mad. Why do I live in Dubai? Just a place that actually really wants people to do well. It's actually designed for people to thrive and succeed in life and be ambitious and grow. And there's very few countries, particularly in the Western world right now, that I would say are set up with you as the individual person doing well as a priority. Less tax, also, yeah, massively. I don't understand why people, whenever they're asked that, it seems like a lot of people see the whole tax conversation as a taboo. Like, why would you not want to pay less tax? Do you know what I mean? Like, why would you not? What are the living expenses like in Dubai compared to Bali? Dubai's more expensive for sure, but Bali, like accommodation now, is stupidly overpriced as well. There's also shit ton of crime in Bali. I'm very happy I left Bali, to be honest. I was there during the best years, and it's not the same anymore. Will I be going to the protest against Blueco on the 18th before the United game? No, I will not be in England for that. Would it be better to be in Thailand or Dubai during the World Cup? Both will be absolutely awful, and I'm certainly not thinking that I want to be on a time zone where I have to be up all night to watch the football. I will definitely be either in Europe or in America. Someone just said Dowman is the best player in the world, bro. They've had 27 beers before they said that. Good player, very good young player, don't get me wrong. But to say he's the best in the world is, yeah. Well, it's got to the point where I'm already reading the chat more than I'm watching the game because I'm pretty bored of what I'm watching. Not going to lie. It's, yeah. Good old Chelsea. Statistically, countries with the highest scores on the happiness index are also those with higher taxes. Interesting. I also think I have never quite fit into any kind of box in the world. Therefore, I will continue to make my life choices and striving for freedom and happiness on a daily basis and doing a bloody good job of it. Might be boring, but at least we're winning. You are correct. I do agree. When did I leave England? Full-time in 2020. Full-time in 2020. Ever tried Malaysia? Yep. Wouldn't live there. Nice to go and visit, but yeah. I think Thailand and Indonesia are higher on my list. Any plans to have kids? Yes. One day. One day. Go on, Neto. You should come to Tanzania, mate. I'd love to go to Tanzania. Did I do a trial run before I left the UK? I was traveling a lot. I was traveling full time, making daily vlogs on YouTube. So I was traveling a lot, and it kind of just made me realize I don't want to spend my time there. In England, that is. I've been to India. Again, wouldn't live there, but like it. Been to Singapore. Again, wouldn't live there, but it was all right. World Cup winner prediction. I'm actually going to do a video on more GBFC, probably on Monday, talking about the World Cup and doing predictions. Ever been to Sweden? Yes, I actually lived in Sweden for a while. I stayed there for a few months, a few years ago. Yes, absolutely. I actually employ 2 Indonesian people, full-time employees. So, yes, I do. How do I move my stuff all over the world? That's a very good question. The answer is I don't. I have storage units in many places right now. Lavia, that is such a stupid thing to do. Have I been to Sri Lanka? I've been to the airport, which doesn't count, but so no. ChatGPT predicted that Chelsea will beat City in the current Champions League, mate. Don't listen to ChatGPT for football predictions. Port Vale are very much back in this game now, to be honest. Chelsea did the classic where we'll show up for about 5 minutes, put in a bit of effort, run around a little bit, get a goal. That's it. We're all right. We're cool. We can stop playing now. Mate, honestly, like that is literally the nature of what this team do. They do the bare minimum to get by. I'm not even watching it anymore. I mean, I am, but I'm not. It's going to take something special to get you over the PSG results, mate, honestly. It was so bad. So bad. Sanchez phobia. Yeah, to be fair, I thought we'd been hypnotized out of that. But if anything, it was just like a dormant disease that we all had. YouTube is my main source of income, yep. I've been doing YouTube for 15 years. People think, oh, Benson is just Chelsea. Nope. I've been doing YouTube 15 years, mate. George Benson's Ask Me Anything, and I'm not upset about it. Mate, why not? Why not? Have I ever been to Vietnam? Yes, a couple of times. Go on, Palmer. Cole Palmer, go on. Give it to Esteval. No. Esteval is that, how is that not a foul? That's a foul all day long. Port Vale fans are absolutely loving it. I'd rather put Neto on the left and put Esteval on the right so he can cut in on his left foot. But I mean, what do I know? Do you know what I mean? Have I been to Canada? Yes, I have. A couple of times. Been to Alberta, been to Banff, Edmonton, Vancouver, Montreal. Canada is my second favorite country. Wonderful place, lovely people. Is it just me or Rossini is an absolute melt? I think it's just you, mate. I've said it many times and I will say it again. Liam Rossini might be a good football manager, but it's way too premature for him to ever be the Chelsea manager. My time is delayed. Yeah, you're right. Let me change it. Should be back now. I've seen more of the Port Vale manager than Rossini. To be fair, this is actually being treated like Port Vale's big day out. Do you know what I mean? Like this is Port Vale's big day out. This is just a training exercise for Chelsea, really. Wake you up when it's over, mate. Honestly, we need to score another goal. Otherwise, I might actually end up falling asleep here. We're getting the ball forward now. This is better. Go on, Gusto, Neto. Come on. Literally nobody crosses the ball anymore. No, it's so true. So true. Now here we go. Neto, Pedro, turn. Easy goal, 2-0. Joao Pedro. Lovely finish that. He was smart. It was quick. Reminded me a little bit of Harry Kane's goal that he scored for Bayern Munich. Although Harry Kane plucked the ball out of the air and scored that one. But it's 2-0 to Chelsea. I'm going to say game over now. Like, if ever there was any remote chance that we were going to have some kind of screw up and let Port Vale back in this game, I'm going to say that's over now. Which is fantastic news because we can change the title of this video. I missed the first goal. We're going to make this title 2-0 now. As we do. That's good work from Neto, to be fair. Using his body, out-muscling. Good turn from Pedro and an easy finish into the side of the net. And it is Pedro to Pedro, and it's 2-0. Good stuff, Chelsea. Good stuff. Heading to the last four of the FA Cup, boys. Not bad, not bad. We were 2-0 up against Bradford. Were we actually 2-0 up against Bradford? No, there's no way we're losing this, man. There's no way. I mean, I wasn't doing Chelsea YouTube when we lost to Bradford. Thank goodness. But, yeah. So far, so good. I'm still yawning, but... oh, mad. So Aaron Ramiro, who is a journalist that I don't think says anything of note ever, has said that Chelsea are in advanced talks with Bournemouth defender Marcos Senesi, set to become the second summer signing after Valentin Barco. I feel like that guy just talks a load of nonsense, to be honest. My timer is screwed. Yeah, why is my timer on crack again? What is it doing? Let me fix it. These timers, man, they do what they want. Malo Gusto goes for the cross. The reason we don't cross the ball very often is because I actually think our players can't stay on their feet, to be fair. Let me see if I can also change the goals. I need the score. Last time I changed the score, it didn't actually change. This time it did. Come on, get it. There we go. 2-0 to the Chelsea. Is that a penalty? No. You'll feel better when we score the third. You better be winning. Just got home. Mate, we're winning. Don't worry. It's 2-0. Chelsea W. Back again. Good news. What are my thoughts for the City game next week? Well, we got to play at a significantly higher intensity than what we're doing here against Port Vale, but we're 2-0 up. It could be worse. But look, this team that we're playing, they're bottom of League One. Like, they're bottom of League One, boys. All right? These lot are rubbish. They've done very well to get this far, but it's over. Showing the Chelsea goals again. It's actually really good work for Pedro Neto. And then a good turn from Joao Pedro. Smart finish, to be fair. Smart finish. There's old Billy on the sidelines. Who scored? Hato and Pedro so far. Going to regret selling at Champong in the summer massively. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. Estevao is ill. Estevao's a weird one this season for me because I feel like he's been quite unlucky with injuries and whatnot. But I also think there's been moments where I feel like we've held him back from actually progressing in the team. Santos was down, but he's now back up. Estevao wants out, people saying in the chat. I mean, I don't know about that. He's only just flipping joined. But I think a lot of players will probably be looking this summer and thinking, if any moves go in for me, why not? Southampton Arsenal is the next game after this one. Do I think we may look back on the 2-game ban for Enzo with any regret? I mean, ask us that next week after we've played Man City. That'll be the only time we really know that. Port Vale top scorer has 3 goals in League One. Bro. Is that true? No, I think whatever his name, Ben Waynes, the striker, has got 9 goals or 8 goals or something. Maybe that's all competitions, though. Oscar just retired, mate. I did a video. Does anyone remember I did a video with Oscar years ago. Port Vale got a corner. Port Vale manager's on the floor on his knees right now. He'd love a goal, wouldn't he? 8 goals, all comps, yeah. Oscar, both goals he scored against Juventus were unreal. No need to ban Enzo, he's going to leave. Well, he's not left yet, mate. He's not left yet. Chelsea finally found a level they can compete at. Do you know what? It's weird, isn't it? Like, I don't like the fact that we are kind of just, even when we're winning 2-0, we're still not happy. And don't get me wrong, I'm feeling it too, you know. Normally, I'm the guy to be like, look, we're winning the game. Focus on this game. We can only beat what's put in front of you. That's normally my attitude. But I'm so dejected about the football club as a whole that I find very difficult to do right now. Very, very difficult to do. Where do I think Rudiger would go in the summer? I'd love Chelsea to re-sign Tony Rudiger. I think he would be a fantastic player to have in the dressing room. I think he does genuinely love Chelsea. I just don't think we're going to do it. I don't think we go near him. Like, who would you rather sign? This is a question for you lot in the chat. Would you rather sign Marcos Senesi from Bournemouth, who is a lot younger, or Rudiger? I think Rudiger, as much as he's not as good as Thiago Silva, could be that kind of character, at least. Who would you rather sign, Rudiger or Senesi? Rudiger all day. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Guys, if you're in the stream, please do hit the like button. I know that this is not the biggest stream that we have done by a long way, but it would be great if you guys could hit the like button. Osimhen up top, mate. I'll be real with you. If Chelsea signed Victor Osimhen, I would still be very gassed. It's not happening, but I'd love it. Santos dishing it out. Mate, some of the players have got to, you know... The energy feels off. What? The energy with the stream? The energy with Chelsea? What? Which one, Paul? Chelsea YouTubers versus Man United YouTubers in a 5-a-side. Who wins? Chelsea YouTubers, I think, for sure. If Chelsea signs Osimhen, where does JP play? Healthy competition, mate. I think the best player on the pitch so far has genuinely been Hato, to be honest. Do I have a favourite Chelsea match? Obviously, the Champions League final wins, mate. The 2-0 at Bolton is also just beyond iconic. And that was when I was 10 years old, 11 years old nearly. The Battle of the Bridge. No, I can't say a game that we didn't win is my favourite. That would just be a lie. Oscar's announced his retirement. Barca 2, Chelsea 2. That was fantastic. My favourite recent match was the 4-3 against Man United, says local geometry dash player. What a name. No, Rio Ferdinand doesn't count. Lavia's down. Dear. Romeo Lavia is injured again. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's him done. Done. If he doesn't get up from this, Lavia is done. He's still down. Chelsea 3-0 win against PSG is definitely the best in recent times. Oh, man. This guy cannot catch a break, but we also cannot keep... We cannot keep allowing this to be... Like, Lavia now... We got to be brutal. We got to be brutal. The guy just cannot stay on the pitch, ever. Literally, ever. Like, okay, yeah, he might have potential, but flipping heck, man. I wish him all the best, but if he's injured again... He's got to go, man. I'm sorry. He's a good player, yes, but he can't. He never plays, bro. This guy gets injured more than he plays football. Like, he actually does get injured on more occasions than he plays. Which I know that doesn't sound possible, but it is. He's literally going off. It's actually a waste of time. I'm sorry. It just is a total waste of time. You can't have a player that you spent nearly 60 million on who plays like 150 minutes a season. You can't. And look, I'm not saying it wasn't a foul. It was a foul. But it's just genuinely just can't win. He's back on the pitch. All right, good. My point still flipping stands, though. If he gets injured again before the end of this season, what we doing here? The 4-1 against Napoli. That was unbelievable. That was a fantastic win. We need to be in the Champions League next season if we want to sign top players. True. You printed a bunch of photos of me for my bedroom wall. Don't really know how I feel about that, to be honest. Each to their own is what I'd say. Glad you see me as an icon, mate. 6-0 against Arsenal. That was unbelievable. And the fact it was Arsene Wenger's 1,000th game as a manager was absolutely superb. Chelsea have only had 3 attempts on goal. Port Vale have had 3 as well. And we're winning 2-0. So this has actually been a closer game than it feels. But we just don't do anything going forward. Like, Lavia's had a shot there, saved well by the goalkeeper. But it does not feel close whatsoever. (2-0) Man City in the Conte league winning season. To be fair, Chelsea, we've had some amazing days as Chelsea Football Club. And I think the older you are and the longer you've been watching us, the more I look back on history and think, yeah, those were the days. Europa League final against Arsenal was outrageously good. I was at that game. That was unbelievable. Even the Europa League final in Amsterdam was a very good one. The 3-1 away win at City under Conte was epic. Yeah, that season itself, that was my favourite ever Chelsea season. That was so good. It's lagging. Finding yourself quite unenergized towards the game. Mate, honestly, this is yeah, the energy is just not there. Do you know what I mean? It's just not there. And it doesn't really seem like there's much energy in the crowd either, to be honest. Need more mini eggs, mate. Yeah, I do. I actually need some snacks, to be honest. The chat is more fun than the game. I actually do agree with you. I concur. Come on, Chelsea. Another goal before half time. Just waiting for that Port Vale press. Oh, it's a goal. I missed it. I literally scooted it forward and Cole Palmer's made it 3-0. The delay has absolutely cooked me there. I'm not going to lie. Cole Palmer back in the goals. I mean, he doesn't look over the moon, does he? But let's actually have a look at this now. That's good football. Gusto there. Does well. And Cole Palmer. Very good. 3-0. And he's back in the goals. We said he needed it. That is a big moment. And it is Chelsea 3, Port Vale 0. It's not good. It's not an own goal. How is that an own goal? Let's watch this again. Gusto, lovely little flick. Great work. Okay, it's going to be an own goal, to be fair. I'm giving it to Palmer. I think we should just give it to Palmer. I've never understood this rule, right? The Port Vale player doesn't want the goal to go against his name. He does not want to be there being like, oh, yeah, mate, got an own goal at Stamford Bridge in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup that year I played in it. Palmer wants the goal. Like, just give the goal to Palmer. It is an own goal, though. Unfortunately. I'm sorry to say it. It's an own goal. But we're 3-0 up. But also, based on that, like, how has Cole Palmer struggled to hit the target there? Wait. Okay. I'm going to sit back a little bit in my chair. Delap with 1 goal all season, mate. Honestly, Liam Delap, very interesting footballer. Very interesting. Do I have a favourite goal ever? I'd say my favourite goal that I've seen live was Nemanja Matic against Tottenham in the FA Cup. That is one of the greatest goals I've ever seen in a football stadium. And for it to be against Spurs at Wembley as well is top. Seriously top. That goal was outrageous. Yeah, the Drogba header against Munich also, but I wasn't at that game. I kind of have more of an affinity for goals that I saw live, just purely because football's just different when you're in the ground. Do you know what I mean? Like watching on TV or whatever is so different to watching it live. Like, and to be honest, I'd say that the 3 goals we scored in the Club World Cup final are up there too, to be fair. Just purely because I think we just completely blitzed PSG. Drogba versus Everton at Goodison Park. That was unbelievable, mate. All of the goals we scored that day, wasn't it? Lampard, Ballack, Drogba. All of them were just absolute screamers. Chelsea looking for a 4th before half-time. Don't think we're going to get it. Hazard goal versus Arsenal. Yeah, that was mad too. Ballack was unreal, mate. Yeah, João Pedro's goals against Fluminense also very good. What do I think about De Zerbi to Tottenham? I'll be real with you, yeah. I actually think he'll do enough to keep them up. Not because I think Spurs are going to be really good, but I just think they'll do better than enough teams at the bottom to stay up. But I don't think it will, in the long run, I don't think he'll do well there. I think De Zerbi will be gone by this time next year. I don't think he'll be Tottenham manager this time next year. Unless they do get relegated and then he wins them the championship. Like if Spurs go down to the championship, they will win the championship. Which is actually hilarious, really. Well, there we go, boys and girls. It is 3-0 to the Chelsea at half-time. Let me just stop the timer for a second. Set that to 45 minutes. Bosh. Well, 3-0. I don't necessarily think it's been the most enthralling game of football that we've ever seen, but we are winning it 3-0. May 17th, Tottenham get relegated. Is that the date that we're playing them? That was a little bit dull. I won't lie. But, oh well, we're winning. And we're heading to Wembley. Which is always nice. Always nice. God. Jorel Harto, they're calling him. What subs? Do you know what? Ryan Kavuma McQueen, I think, needs to come on. I think the Chelsea fans would love to see it. Esteval's done absolutely nothing. Am I proud of this? Look, mate. I love how people just try and bait non-stop. Whoa. Let's be honest, yeah. We've done fine. We're winning 3-0, but it's been very, very slow. The final third play isn't massively coherent. It's not fantastic. And this is about as bog standard as you could have possibly expected. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank is actually saying that we should be doing better right now too, which is good. Who the bloody hell is this little spam monster that's going to get banned from GBFC streams forever? See you later, mate. We haven't got any mods in here today, so I'll do it myself. What is my brutally honest percentage of us getting Champions League football next season? 35%, to be honest. The only thing I think that is keeping my head up right now is the fact that Liverpool are actually rubbish too. Like, Liverpool are very poor. Now I'm getting hot in here again. Where is Achampong? Josh Achampong is sold, in my opinion. I don't see how and why Chelsea Football Club have spent the last 12 months saying Josh Achampong is untouchable. Josh Achampong is untouchable. Josh Achampong is not going anywhere. How is this the case? Like, how? Genuinely. He is sold. I've just realised I might have to change. Let's see. Might have to end up changing my camera battery. I've got a dummy battery, but it's currently... Figure it out. Is Gittins one of the worst ever Chelsea signings? It's a bit too soon to say one of the worst ever Chelsea signings. But realistically, 56 million quid is so much money. Like, it's around the same amount that we paid for Lavia. And we certainly don't get that much money's worth of value out of him, do we? Is Gittins even on the bench today? Benson delusion. What have I said that's delusional? Gittins is not impressed at all. Well, that I do agree with. Gittins has done absolutely nothing in a Chelsea shirt. Nothing. Guys, if you're in the stream, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you smash to pieces the subscriptions too. Those are fake lemons. Yes, they absolutely are, mate. They are not real. They're very fake. But I'm all here for it. Delap scored 1 goal. Mate, honestly, I don't want to talk about these players. I really don't want to talk about it because I'm at that point now where, like, I feel this just apathy about it. Like, I don't know how many things I've said this season about how we've just wasted so much money on some of these players. You seem dull, Benson. I probably, do you know what? I actually agree with you. I do. I know that I'm probably not my most high octane entertaining self right now. It's difficult. It's genuinely very difficult because even though we're winning 3-0, right? Should be happy with that, but we're not playing very well. We're not playing very well at all. Even the players aren't celebrating after scoring. I actually think that it's quite valuable to look at these things today, to be honest. I think it's important. This team ain't fooling me, mate, says CFC Gamer. We ain't getting past the semis. I totally understand people's concern. I really do. Looking at the Man City highlights now. Man City were just very good. Semenyo is just the boy, isn't he, really? Very smart signing. We are cooked against City. Mate, City, fantastic. Haaland looks like he's back in form. Hat trick against Liverpool. He loves a goal against Liverpool, doesn't he, Erling Haaland? I will be right back, guys. I'm just going to use the bathroom before the second half starts. Oh. Let's talk shit before he comes back. It gets hot and cold in here too easily. George is always good about reading the chat, mate. Yes, maybe some people that like take streaming real seriously, right? When it comes to trying to get the most numbers and all of that stuff, people say you shouldn't read the chat as often. When the football is this boring, I would rather talk to you lot in the chat than actually watch the game at points. But it's got to be done, innit? It's got to be done. We need more fake lemon trees. Mate, yeah, this isn't my best stream ever. I won't lie, but we're here. I accidentally brought the microphone to the toilet. I definitely didn't. You lemon. Is this one of the worst Chelsea teams of all time? I love how this is the conversation when we're 3-0 up at half time in a game of football. It's funny, isn't it? The game is free on BBC in the UK, BBC One. Justice for Enzo. Okay, I'm gonna do a poll because I'm genuinely curious about this. Should Enzo Fernandez have been suspended? Okay, I want to know your thoughts on this in the chat. Should Enzo Fernandez have been suspended? Yes or no? Wow, 67% are saying no. 51, okay, it's getting closer. Get voting in that poll. Interesting. Should Enzo Fernandez have been suspended? It is a very, very, very close poll, this. Interesting. Very interesting. Who has a higher ceiling out of Garnacho and Gittins? I think Garnacho could become a better player, personally. I just don't ever think Garnacho will hit the heights that people think he should. Or that he could, to be fair, more importantly. Chappers. Enzo did it, oh, mate. If you're looking at Enzo Fernandez's words for literally what they are, mate, I'm sorry, but if you're genuinely thinking that he's just talking about Madrid as being a nice place and it's got no relevance to do with Real Madrid, like oh man, there's no hope. There genuinely isn't any hope. If you're looking at those words literally for what he like, I can't help you. I'm afraid I really can't. Like it's beyond obvious. Genuinely. All right, here we go. Players are coming out for the second half. Can we suspend the sporting directors? Guys, get involved in the poll. There's 800 of you in the chat. Get involved in the pod. I really want to know what people think about this. I want to talk about it a bit in the 6 Things video. JT literally told him to piss off. Mate, of course, John Terry's actually got standards. That's why he doesn't get more of a role at Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea to win 6-0. Mate, a 6-0 would be lovely here. It would be absolutely lovely. I just want to see a bit more free-flowing football, to be fair. Game on. Let's go. Chelsea kicking off for the second half. There we go. Let's see how many we're going to get in this second half then. Bring it on, boys. Bring it on. Let's see if we've got any real change in this second half. Esteval needs to play on the right, I think. I hope so. I'm going to end this poll now so that I can see most of the chat come in. 54% of you said he should have been suspended. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, Esteval's now on the right. Come on, Chelsea. Let's see it. Esteval runs into the Port Vale player. Port Vale coming forward. Oh, it's a foul. Poor. Port Vale free kick. Sell Enzo by Van Dijk. Mate, no, I don't want Van Dijk at Chelsea. He's past it. Oh, wow. They're in. Oh, my word. If we concede a goal early here, I think even I'd start to get worried at this point. Silly little fouls at the start of the second half from Chelsea. Buy Schlotterbeck. Mate, Schlotterbeck's a fantastic centre-back. I'd like to buy him. We won't. How is Tosin getting praise for that? He missed the ball completely. Bloody hell, man. Chelsea is scared Millwall are coming, mate. I actually would like it if Millwall came up, to be honest. Purely for entertainment. What do I think about the game? It's just a much of a muchness. It's literally, I don't know what else to say. We're getting the job done. It's about as good as we can do right now. Esteval's in. That is awful. Bloody hell, man. He's offside anyway. Looking for his Brazilian teammate. Is Esteval going to the World Cup? Again, I'm not sure. I think he probably will because he's got that quality. And I think he'll be different playing for Brazil than he would be right now for Chelsea. You're saying he won't go? Carlo said definitely nailed. He should go. Yeah, he will. Your stream is infected. What are you on about, mate? Go on, Chelsea. Santos. Esteval. Oh, he's hit the post. That is close. That is really close. Thought we were about to get an Esteval goal there after he's been the talk of the town for a second. Why I try to make my video page look like Joey Knight. What are you on about? I don't try and make my video page look like anybody, mate. He's banned. He's not banned. He's technically not banned. He's just not going to get picked, basically. So it's like an unofficial suspension. Palmer, that's a good ball. Go on. Get that on your left foot. Palmer, good save. Esteval on the... Mate, honestly, Esteval on the right is what we need. For the rest of this season, just play him there. Bring on Subject 49. I love how that's just a thing, isn't it? What's happening with Mudryk? We're waiting to see. That would have been a good goal. I'd love to see Ryan Kavuma McQueen play on the left-hand side for the rest of this game. I think he'll get some minutes. We're 3-0 up, mate. Just bring him on. Who's the Chelsea YouTuber you disagree with the most? To be honest, I don't really disagree with anybody. I think right now in particular, I've watched a lot of people's videos and everyone says the same things. Obviously, certain people pretend like others don't say certain things. But if you actually watch people's content, they do. It's actually really quite funny, really. Can I make the timer a little bit more correct? Is it gone off again? To be fair, on my screen, it's perfect. I disagree with what Jason Cundy said yesterday I think the whole talk about Cucurella and trying to make it about Cucurella making mistakes or whatever is ridiculous. Like, what Mark Cucurella said is factually true on every single level. And I think Cucurella is one of those players who genuinely does have the desire to try and win something at the very top. Go on, Esteval. Oh, look at this. So much better. Unlucky. Oh, man. I'm tired. I can't wait for this game to be over. Coming up 2 years for Mudryk. Isn't it like 16 months, which is not quite 2? Surprised Jesse Derry didn't make the bench. I think it was always going to be one of Kavuma, McQueen, or Derry, to be fair. Don't think it was always ever going to be both. I'd rather seen that if we... Do we have 2 keepers on the bench? If we've got 2 keepers on the bench, then I'd say that we could have seen both of them instead, because you're never going to sub two goalies. 1 goalkeeper, okay. Yeah, then it was always going to be one of those 2. Go on. Pedro, hit it. No, you left it too late, man. Hato's done very well. He's been good. Does this win give me any hope for the upcoming games? No, not really. I won't lie. Like, this game isn't changing my mind on where I think the squad are at, well, Port Vale and Man City, like, you couldn't really juxtapose 2 teams anymore, to be honest. Neto with the corner. It's another decent corner from Neto. God, we got a Blue Co in spammer in the chat. We're going to just time this guy out for a little bit because he's talking nonsense, mate. Ibrahim Rabaj, I think, is the guy you're talking about, William. Chelsea with another corner. Neto goes short. Still so many players forward. Oh, Tosin scored. Wow. Wow. That is a turn up for the books, boys. I never thought I'd see the day again, but we might have just seen the day again. All right. Tosin has scored for Chelsea. And I'm going to give him a round of applause for that, to be fair, because it's a great header. It is a fantastic header. And I feel awkward, do you know what I mean? I feel very awkward because if ever there was a player that I have bashed beyond anyone's wildest comprehension, it's Tosin, but it's a great header. It is a fabulous header. We might have to blue box him. We might have to give him a statue. We might have to, I can't believe my eyes. I genuinely cannot believe my eyes. 4-0 Chelsea. It is now officially game over, okay? It is really game over now. I can't believe it. Tosin scored a goal. Tosin 1, Benson 0. I'll give you that. I'll give you that, to be fair. He respected the ball. He did it. He did what he needed to do. Tosin Tifo next game. If Tosin scores a hat-trick, I'll get like a vinyl sticker for the wall behind me for the next video. I went past the vinyl shop today. I was like, oh, we could do something with that for the temporary setup for a while. And then I'll leave it on the wall when I check out at this place. I was half laughing and half yawning at the same time. It doesn't work. What will Benson say on Tosin now, mate? Wouldn't you like to know, bro? Wouldn't you like to know? I mean, it's just quite funny, really. Like, it's genuinely quite funny. Like, this is an FA Cup quarter-final, and it genuinely feels like we're watching a school game. Tosin over Terry, mate. Tosin does it for the club. Update the score. The score is updated. The title is updated. We are up to... Pardon me, hiccups. We're up to date, boys. We are up to date. Georging my Benson to that Tosin goal, mate. Honestly, that comment made me laugh this morning, big time. Oh, this is lovely. Much better football. Come on. Tosin will save us, mate. The concerning thing is, right, that we might actually end up using Tosin more now. Esteval again. Palmer. It's got to be. Oh, double save. Triple change. Let's see what we got then. Tosin's now the captain. Like, it just is funny. I'm sorry. It just is. The lap's coming on. Palmer's coming off. Tosin captain. Garnacho on. Palmer off. Neto off. Delap on for Pedro. What we're going to see now then, is that going to mean Santos is going to move into the lap red card incoming? Mate, what are we saying? Why is Ryan Kavuma McQueen not coming on? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Oh, red card on. Mate, honestly, like, we're just such a silly team, aren't we, really? Like, we just are. Like, we're falling up in an FA Cup quarter-final, and I've got you lot in the chat talking about red card on. I'll tell you what I have liked, though. I've liked Esteval on the right-hand side in this second half. I think we've got to see it more. We've got to see it more. Delap for president, mate. I want to see a Delap goal. I need to see a Delap goal. Delap red 5-4 full time, mate. Tosin's now the captain. This is a weird moment of the season right now. This is a very weird moment of the season. Because like, I just don't know what to say. I genuinely don't know what to say. Like, Tosin is currently the captain, bro. And he scored a good goal. Like, I don't know what to say. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. All we can do is laugh. I agree with you. I fully agree with you. I want more goals. That's what I need. I need more goals in my life right now. We're 4-0 up. I'm yawning so much. It's awful. Tosin Ballon d'Or coming. Terry Tosin. The stream's keeping you going, mate. It's keeping me going just about. I won't lie. Just about. I'm still alive. Ish. Ish. Let me zoom in a little bit more so I can lean back a bit more. Come on. Tosin's actually playing well. Alejandro. Come on. Lovely Gusto. Oh, Garnacho, mate. This guy, bro. I've actually been quite impressed today with Gusto, to be fair. Mate, Garnacho, it's actually kind of funny. Like, Esteval's been robbed of an assist there. Subject 49, mate. Now, Garnacho's going to score. I feel like Garnacho will score before the end of this game. I can sense it. Or you can sense it. Andre Gray. God, I remember this guy. Played for Burnley and Watford, mate. Come on, Esteval. He's in again. He deserves a goal in the second half. He's played well. Go on. Puts it on his left foot again. Oh, he's in the post again. Mate, Esteval needs a goal here. He's starting to have a bit of fun out there. Come on, Steve-O. He's hit the post twice in this second half. Playing off that right-hand side, he's so much better, man. So much better. Oh, dear. I don't know what to say. This is very easy for Chelsea right now. We are absolutely cruising. Look at this. Like, Port Vale are now committing crimes in their own defensive area. The goalkeeper's laughing at himself, bro. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, this goalkeeper is having a fantastic day out in London right now. This is good. This is good. We're happy. We're contento. We're walking through them at this point at the back. I think we could score a couple more here. This could easily be 6 or 7. And then we're talking about the season being back on. Joking. I mean, it is on. It is on. We've got Champions League football to be trying to get. We've got an FA Cup to be trying to win. It should be more. Genuinely should be more. Port Vale fans are making more noise than Chelsea fans. Yeah, this is a weird game of football. Gusto's been good. He's literally a second striker. Oh, Gusto, go on. Shoot! Deflected. Another corner. Santos winning the corner. That's probably going to go in, to be fair. I feel like this goalkeeper's at that point now where he wants to make it about him. And he wants to concede more goals. So he gets more time on the cameras. Esteval's going to take it. Oh, good header. Bullet header. 5-0. Andre Santos. 5-0 to the Chelsea. And we have got time to score more, ladies and gentlemen. Santos runs over to celebrate with his mate. I like that. I think that's good. That's a big goal for him. And it is Chelsea 5, Port Vale 0. And it's a very similar goal to what we saw from Tosin not that long ago. And the Port Vale goalkeeper has still got this like weird wry smile on his face. Santos has made that run towards the back post. Port Vale players cannot get near him. And with 20 minutes to go, can we please bring on Brian Kavuma McQueen now? Please? We're 5-0 up. We are 5-0 up. Finally, Bernardo Cueva is earning his money right now. What's crazy is Port Vale's keeper might go to the World Cup with Australia. No way. Wow. Just bring him on, man. We're 5-0 up at Stamford Bridge. This is a perfect time for an academy player to come on and make his debut. If he's not going to play now, he's never going to bother playing. Lavia's been all right. Nothing massively amazing. Tosin blue box. Oh, look at Tosin, mate. He's balling out there. Who do we want in the semis? Well, we want Southampton to beat Arsenal so that we then get Southampton in the semis. Benson ages like wine, to be honest. I appreciate it, mate. Do appreciate it. No Josh appearance is very worrying. I think Josh Achampong is gone. I'll be real with you. I think that's actually a big talking point for the game. There is another draw for the semis. When did I get my first tattoo? When I was 21, I think. Oh, mate, if Arsenal lose today, who knows? Imagine if Arsenal don't win a trophy this season. Imagine. Imagine if we win a trophy and Arsenal don't win a trophy. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a foul. That's a nasty one. Would be the bottle of all bottles, mate. Honestly, it would actually be the funniest thing ever. There's no way I'm watching the Arsenal-Southampton game. Sorry. I'm not going to watch that. I'm going to make 6 things we learned, then I'm going to bed. I'm tired already. 18 minutes to go in this one. Don't think we're going to get tons of added time at the end of it as of right now, unless something mad happens. But Chelsea are cruising at this point. I want an Esteval goal, and then we can wrap this up as a great day. Gusto running into a bit of trouble. Arsenal have an easy run to the Champions League final. That's what I mean when I say if Arsenal don't win a trophy, like, it's actually ridiculous, really. Like, they'll probably get to the Champions League final. I think they'll absolutely batter Barcelona. And then it'll probably be Real Madrid or Bayern Munich or PSG in the final, which will be very difficult. But I think Arsenal might be the favourites, to be honest. Has the lap had a touch yet? Very good question, Peter. I don't think he has, mate. I don't think so. The lap to Strasbourg. Tosin's actually played well. I'll be real. And I know it's not very strong opposition. Cole is not on the pitch right now, so he can't do anything. Let me actually write down the goal scorers because I genuinely have forgotten. So we had Hato scoring the first one. Let's get the old GBFC notebook out, shall we? Uncle Tosin got one. Hato. Joao Pedro. Palmer nearly scored, but it was an own goal. Come on, we don't want to concede a goal now, Chelsea. Tosin Bozo moment, mate. We can't allow anything bad to happen here. We cannot concede a goal against this Port Vale team. Tosin suits a slower game. Mate. I don't know what to say. When is the last time I wrote down the goal scorers and both Hato and Tosin were on the list? Have Hato and Tosin ever scored in the same game? I actually genuinely don't remember. Did they score against Charlton? Hato scored against Charlton. Did Tosin score against Charlton as well? Did Tosin score that game? Tosin also scored. Wow, okay. So Tosin and Hato both scoring in the FA Cup. If we win a trophy this season, we got to thank Tosin and Hato. Tosin moving like a toaster. Oh, man. He only scores when it matters most. Mate, for real. Kavuma is coming on. Good. We need to see it. We need to see it. Tosin to reconciliation. I think they should bring the lap off. Mate, I look like I'm about to pass out. It genuinely could happen, to be honest with you. I am knackered. Lavia off, Kavuma McQueen on. That'll do. Much better second half, to be fair. Here we go. Ryan Kavuma McQueen's debut. Love to see it. Only 13 minutes to go. Mate, I'm struggling, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is it's gotta be up there with some of the Conference League games. I'm actually rubbing my eyes. I genuinely don't think I've ever been so tired on a stream as this. It's not even that late. It's like 1 a.m., which is kind of late, yes, but... Bro, Delapa's done absolutely nothing. Like, what is the point? Mate, I'd love some coffee, but if I have coffee now, I won't be able to sleep once I finish the stream, which is like not long to go. Come on. That's his thing. Oh, dear. It is just quite funny, isn't it? Delap is Delag, 15 minutes behind, bro. Has he actually not touched the ball yet? He's genuinely not touched the ball, has he? Kavuma McQueen winning the corner. Take a quick nap. Mate, I've actually got on the floor, I don't think you guys can see it. I've got like duvets on the floor in this room because for the sound, because it's a floor, like a tiled floor. But I actually want to go and take a nap for real. Estaval's been good. Was I in a party last night? No, I actually had an amazing night's sleep last night. But I played 2 hours of tennis today in 40 degrees. Like, it was flipping hot, and I played tennis for 2 hours. And then, yeah, it's flipping late now. Like, I'm actually surprised I'm still surviving here. I won't lie. But we have still got a few minutes to go. Do I get amongst some paddle as well? Sometimes. I am very much a tennis player, not a paddle player. But I'll play paddle purely for the social element. Like, lots of people play paddle now. So I do try to get involved. I did sleep last night, honestly. I'd tell you if I didn't. Tomorrow, I'm definitely going to have a few beers. But last night, no. I was a very good boy last night. Oh, what a ball. Oh, he's offside. Garnacho hits the post. We've hit the post 3 times in this second half. 1 second. I feel like someone's just tried to break into the house. 1 sec. Yo. That was so weird. I don't know if you could hear that on the stream. I'm leaving the door open because it sounded like somebody like jumped on the roof of the house. I'm not even joking. Well, that was very weird. It was either that or an animal. Is it a goal? Like, I'm a little bit concerned. Get the gun. I don't have a gun, mate. I think he's onside. That's a goal. No, I don't think there's anyone there, mate. But that was a proper loud bang. I don't know if you could hear it on the screen. There's no one behind me. It's more in the on the roof of the house I'm worried about. Mate, just give the goal. Everybody wants 6-0 here. That is definitely a goal. I'm changing the title to 6-0. Goal, 6-0. Boom. 6-0, 6 things we learned. We love it. Let's bloody go. Esteval, I think, has been very good. One sec, guys. Mate, I'm not in Dubai, so crime is definitely not banned here. I'm in Thailand right now. 3 massive spiders behind me. Don't say that, bro. There isn't. There is not any spiders behind me. I also don't think there's anyone in it. I'm just going to quickly open the bathroom too. Yeah, I think I'm safe. Oh. Well, that woke me up at least. It genuinely woke me up. I was almost falling asleep. Bring us with you for evidence. It's a little bit weird, I won't lie. Do you guys remember when there was actually a massive spider in my stream? I saw it run across the floor when I looked over to my right. I genuinely, that was so scary. That was such a massive spider too. Like, it was literally the size of my hand. Josh at Champong has come on. I assume that you're in Thailand because of the war. How long do I think I'll be there? To be honest, mate, I don't need any excuse to be in Thailand. I absolutely love Thailand. Yeah, mate, we'll probably stay here until things quieten down a little bit, which could be a while, to be honest. But yeah, wasn't it on my wall during the match reaction too? Yeah, it was, bro. Mate, honestly, that was mad. The lap, this could be that's actually a mad thought, but it could be true. Spider-Man on the roof, mate, honestly. Like, there is actually nobody here, but, you know, is what it is. It looked like a tarantula. Mate, it was a gargantuan spider, I'm telling you. 6-0. I mean, we can't really turn our nose up at this. We've actually been much better in the second half too. And we've still got time to score more. It's not over. Go on, Kavuma McQueen. Lucky. Maybe it's the lemons. Maybe. Yeah, guys, hit the like button on the stream and make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already done so. We are finally respecting the ball, mate, for real. For real. Who is a better striker, Pukki or Delap? Timu Pukki is a better striker than Delap, bro. I'm telling you. If we get a Delap goal now, this has truly been a marvellous day. I just don't think it's going to happen. I keep hearing weird noises, you know. I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit odd. Delap versus Joe Weller ladder match, mate. I think that could actually... There's more likely than Delap scoring a hat-trick for Chelsea Football Club. I mean that. I think you should do a house check. I think I'm all right. I'm genuinely going to go and have another look because it's proper weird. Nah. It's nothing. It's nothing. Come on, Chelsea. Give me more. Well, we've got a penalty. We've got a penalty. It could be 7-0. I actually feel a bit sorry for Garnacho's won the penalty. It's a penalty all day long. Surely we're not going to miss. Garnacho's going to take it. Esteval should be taking this. Can we get a 7th goal? Alejandro Garnacho from the spot. Come on. Bury it, son. Garnacho is smiling. He knows that this is probably the most pointless penalty of his life. Let's see what he does with it then. Garnacho, that's a great penalty. Emphatic. Very, very good pen. 7-0. 7-0. This is great. We're going to win. 7-0. Can't get it wrong. Unbelievable. Guys, make sure you hit the like button on the stream. I know that this has been... it's not been the most high energy stream, but we got 7 goals, mate. Like, we should be very, very happy with that. Like, that is absolutely fine, isn't it? And I think that's it. Game over. There we go. All right. 7 things we learned, boys. Now, we're going to keep it 6, as we always do. It's full time. We have won 7-0. Guys, I'm going to wrap the stream up now. Big shout out to all of you that have been in the stream this evening. 6 things we learned will be coming for a 7-0. So stay tuned to